Alright, yo, are we live now? I should probably drop my mic a little bit. There we go. Hello? Are we live on both Twitch and YouTube? We good? Hello? Friends? Hello? Okay, let's lower that audio. Are we live now? Oh my god. Holy moly! Okay, I'm just... Alright. Twitch. That one. Okay, we are live on Twitch. Good. Hello? And YouTube? Live? Quality? 1080p 60? Oh my god, Inquisitor! Hello, can you hear me? Birdie, are you still in Twitch chat? Hello? Yeah? Oh my god, it works finally. Dude, I've spent the past like half an hour trying to figure out what the hell's been going on with my OBS, but my plugin for multi-streaming is literally saying error failed to connect to the stream on the Twitch side, and yet Twitch is live. What? Okay. Twitch, I just enabled audio on the other audio track, so you should be able to hear music now on Twitch. Oh, okay, it's directly connected with that. Okay. Can I adjust? Hey, what's up, Haver? Yo, what's up? I can't hear you. Reply. I can't turn the sound on. Hi. Okay, can I turn Spotify down in here and not have it impact? Ooh, banger. Okay, it's up to 30. No, that will also impact it. Okay. Well, we'll just deal with it. Okay. Inquisitor stream is on for at least an hour. I hope. Today we're gonna kill Huey. Because I need the wand. The Dragon Hunter wand. Maybe that's why I had a gain filter on here. Gain? Can I turn that up? Yeah, okay, it goes up. And I can turn it down in Spotify for me a little bit. Spoiler incoming. I hope. I hope. How's the audio, by the way? Twitch? Hello? Twitch, do you exist? I have 20 minutes on my clues. I might have to juggle this first. For some reason, I thought you were doing Doom. No. Yeah, that is a quest-locked quest. Quest-locked content, even. Okay, we're good on YouTube. It says we're live on Twitch. Okay, yeah, that echo. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pray that everything's good, and I will at notifications killing Huey. Twitch.tv/lifelines. And then, wait, can I grab a link directly from here? Stream settings? I guess I'm just gonna have to go to my channel and actually pull it. Live? Aha! Copy link. And let me check that this one works. Okay, stream loaded, good. Killing Huey. live for a short bit on Twitch and YouTube. Copy text. Jesus, what the heck is that? Let me see what's in... What caskets? I don't see any caskets. Okay. Twitch and... Yeah, promoting on X and that. That should be good enough? Alright, 18 minutes. That's enough time to do a kill. We're just gonna pot and go. I do want to have that open. I have not adjusted my in-game audio for that, which means I could probably bump that up a bit. Can you guys hear in-game audio too? Oh, you guys can hear me swallow. What the heck? Where are my filters, bro? Let's click. Filters? Noise gate? Maybe it's a bit too high. Bump it up like that a bit. Ooh. Okay, good. Can't hear me swallowing anymore. That's great. Great improvement. Oh, but now you can hear like other sound. Oh my god. I bet the YouTube stream is going to be like so weird because the only audio that you should be getting is desktop audio, which is the in-game audio, and my microphone. The Twitch side should be getting those two plus the music. Yo, YouTube guys, could you hear the music or no? Because you shouldn't be able to. Seems I didn't entirely solve that. Well. Maybe it's my mouse that you're hearing. I don't know. No music, but F key's loud as fuck. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's really much I can do about that. It's just the positioning of my microphone, right? So yeah. I think you guys are going to be hearing that. I feel like you can even hear my F keys in the videos. Well, I'm glad I figured out something at least. Is hearing the F keys annoying? Because personally, I don't find that annoying, but if it's annoying for you all, I could perhaps figure out a, maybe adjust my mic a little bit. Because I actually think the, well, geez, mechanical keyboards. What can I really do about it? Like, I could pull the mic a little closer to my mouth, but I don't want to be eating the microphone, you know? I don't mind it, would honestly love to hear it from some of the Giga gamers. Yeah. How's my microphone volume, by the way? Looks like I'm going in the red, so I might have to lower it a little bit, but if I'm not destroying your ears, then perhaps it is okay. Seems good. All right, right on. It's fine volume-wise? Okay, awesome. Oh, jeez. Am I doing Huey with people? I am currently... I'm gonna be honest, I'm hella due right now. I'm overrate. I'm overrate. So I'm trying to clock out just some solo Hueys for now. Oh, what are we doing Huey for? The Dragon Hunter Wand. Yeah, they, Jagex buffed the heck out of the wand, and now it's my best in slot for Ol Mage Hand. And it's not even by a small margin, it's by a full DPS. And to give context, generally upgrades that I get are like 0.2 to 0.3 0.2 to 0.3 DPS, right? So it's a pretty sizable upgrade. I get some CAs in Mass World. That is a good idea. Yeah, I have 2 CAs left here, and I'm gonna get those after I get the wand, because it is the mage kill, only using magic, and with a Dragon Hunter weapon. So once I get the wand, use the wand for 2 tasks. This phase is absolutely dreadful when the Ursine Chainmace specs miss. Yeah, it is a pretty easy task to get. Oh, you can hear the mouse clicking. Oh my god. It's just everything, and now I'm late on this. Nope, didn't fix it. I think I walked for 1 tick too long there. There we go. It's good. Oh my, it's every click! Okay, maybe I have to raise my noise gate a little bit. I already did by 2 decibels, but that seems to not have helped too much. I will do it after this kill, and we can test things. Good, good. Spec hit. Free damage. Like, generally, I'd say yes to having people come and do Huey, but I'm so due a drop now that it's literally gonna happen any kill. So it could be this kill, or the next kill, or the next kill, or the next kill, and then, you know, loop that until you inevitably get a drop. It's like, that is the mentality of old school RuneScape players. Bro, with my account luck, I will yoink it off you. Yeah, probably. I mean, to be fair, though, I haven't really seen any uniques drop for anyone but the MVPs here. MVPs do have a boosted chance, but, you know, it's only supposed to be 10%, and I've seen a lot of drops here at this point. 50-50, either get it or you don't. True. True and real. Well, I'm glad to see my setup worked for splitting the music tracks. So YouTube doesn't have music and Twitch does. And Twitch... I would have music on YouTube too, but YouTube doesn't have a feature like Twitch does where they split the tracks. So on Twitch, I can split the VOD track and I won't get hit with a bunch of copyright notices. But on YouTube, the last stream I did, like, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. It's been a while. That stream got hit with like 60 copyright notifications. I have 2 Huberts and no Wand or Tome. Eesh. Yeah, I have drops. Let's say that. I mean, you could see one of them in my inventory when I flick over to it. So it's like, you know. All right, do some recording, just in case. Nope, never lucky. All right, log the main in. I will adjust the filter on the microphone. Oops, nope, I'm gonna go up. I'll try 34 and 30. Thing is, I don't want my voice to be cut off, you know? Main's in the wrong world. Okay. Alright, goodbye, Avanto Seeds. You served absolutely no purpose. Okay, so I'm doing that. Let's toss Twitch open. Twitch, lifelines. All right, we're echoing now. No, my stream is live. Very cool. It's just everyone left. Sad. YouTube's there though. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for swinging in. Now I juggle the Fiesta that are my clue scrolls right now. Yo, Asa Spades, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Don't forget the seeds on my main. Cool. The streamer arc is finally beginning. What's up, McKinnon? How are you? Thank you for the follow. I actually... Let's pause the stream since I now know that it's working. Jeez. No, I just figured, I was sort of in the mood, and Huey for me has really become... How do I put it? I log in, I do a kill, and then I log out for 30 minutes. And then I repeat that. So I figure if I do a little streaming, At least it'll keep me consistently killing the boss, you know? So, I figured I was finally in the mood for it today. Figured I'd send at least a short one. Do a few Huey kills on stream, see if we grab anything. Since I'm hella due now. Where are we? Huey. 28%. So, you know, sort of soon, hopefully? Pause? I also just leaked the logs, so, you know, that's fun. Hope you guys enjoy that. I also don't have notifications set up because I sort of can't really be asked. I appreciate everyone following and stuff, but, you know. Drop rates mean nothing. Just click boss as hard as you can. Yep. That's the gist of it. Alright, we're not feeling that one. We are out of run. Okay. Seems the noise gate has to be pushed up a tad more. Okay. Okay, you can no longer hear my mouse clicking unless I'm talking, so, you know. You can still hear my F keys. That's a minus 35. Oh, it goes up to 25, negative 25 at points. I mean, we can try putting the filter up that high, but... Okay, negative 24. Let's try this. So you will still hear my clicking. Should stop talking so we don't have to hear the clicking. Big brain. Never would have thought of that myself. Okay, so you'll still hear it. But only if I do multiple clicks like this. Is my voice cutting out at the beginning and end? That's what I sort of fear the most when doing this. When adjusting the noise gate, that is. No voice is perfect? Okay, awesome. So I'll leave it like that for now, and hopefully you guys will hear less clicking. You'll still hear it, obviously. But, should occur less. Hypothetically, of course. Might be a waste to do this one. Never mind, wait at 0. Okay. The game audio looks super low, but I think that's fine. I don't know. I think things are good. I think we should just vibe and enjoy the stream now. I'm gonna have to delete that other YouTube VOD that I started and stopped the stream because my OBS was giving me trouble. Keep talking. Tell us your plans about the Inferno. Man. All I have to say to that is I have a long list of things that I have left to do in the endgame. Man says it all, I'd say. It's not that I'm against it, it's just going to be insanely difficult, and that's not necessarily a grind that I want to do right now. And 807s do Coliseum? They can indeed. I believe 3 or 4 combat-only accounts have their quivers, which is really cool. And I do have the gear right now. Yeah, the looting bag didn't open, but you get the point. I do have the gear that I would consider good for Coliseum. But I'm currently working on some sub-goals, which obviously I'm here at this boss, so you might be able to guess at which item I'm going for. Also from the title of the streams, so... Cool. Wait, I do have Twitch alerts here. Why Wand? Wand is my best in slot weapon for Mage Olm Hand. Olm's Mage Hand. It is 1 DPS higher than the Sang, which is extremely good for me. Because generally my upgrades are like 0.2 to 0.3 DPS. No new Eye of Ayak? No, I can't access Doom. That is locked behind the final quest of the... I believe it's the... Arlamore questline. Sad face. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It would have been nice, but it is what it is, as they like to say. I work within the bounds that I have placed upon myself. Should be no damage. We're good. I'm about to go for Voidwaker on my UIM right now. Ooh, good luck. Enjoy that wilderness grind. I know the feeling about wilderness content. Can't wait for you to make an unbounded UIM. Maybe one day. Don't wipe. Yeah, that's a keyword. Don't wipe. Just right now, as I said in the What's Next video, the update video I made, I'm just not really feeling like making new accounts right now. Because trust me, the first account I'd probably make is the new combat-only normal Iron Man. And I want to do the medium combat achievements rush. And I think that'd make for really good content. Because then that could also act as an in-depth guide for people who want to make a combat-only account. And that'd technically lead them to mid-game, I'd say. So I would aim to probably end it when... Maybe when well, obviously, medium combat achievements, so it'd set people up for, like, barrows, for DKs, you know, progressing through the mid-game on a combat only. Hey, Derek, what's up? Oh, it'd be cool to have, like, a starter guide. Yeah, I do have an early game guide, and I'm planning on making an update to that, but the Slayer update put a... The Slayer update, they just did, what? Not this Wednesday, last Wednesday. that put a spanner in the works because we're currently waiting to hear about if dragon tasks are going to require Dragon Slayer 1 like they did before. Because currently we can just get them, so that's not great. And the waiting is super high, so it would most likely be a large impact on the Slayer block list. But yeah, no, it would be essentially a step-by-step if you follow what I do in the video. Yo, how you doing? I'm good. I finally felt like streaming today after like 2 years, so I figured why not do so and keep myself killing the boss for at least an hour before I go and eat lunch myself. Recently bonded my UIM after ages. I had a blast playing it. That is great to hear. That is great to hear. I'm happy for you. You really should play the game the way you want to experience it. I'm not gonna lie, I have tossed around the idea of pulling up my normal UIM again. I do have a normal UIM, I just haven't played it in many, many years. 1, complete tutorial island. 2, kill 1,000,000 ogresses. 3, realize you suck at PVM. Yep, that's the gist of it. No, nowadays, it really is complete tutorial island, get 43 prayer, Boneyard, maybe get 55 magic at Arceus Library, because it's free, and High Alch's great for, you know, your beginner money making. And then it's literally Camp Gemstone Crab. The combat-only boys have really loved the new Gemstone Crab. Generally, when one of them is killing it, and they want someone else to come along, they'll gather up in a world. And I think that's cool. I've been toying with making an AO7 once I max my UIM. At least until Sailing comes out. Could be good, could be good. Depends on your interests, to be honest. I mean, it's a really good side account if you wanted to like AFK at the Gemstone Crab, for example, to like power level your combat stats while maxing. Inferno coming soon. I'm not gonna lie, it is on the super long endgame list I have, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be done. It is even an insane, it's completely insane to even consider it. I'm gonna be honest. But it's possible, as we've seen with Skillless Lee doing it on his combat-only account. I imagine the biggest issue with Inferno is the nibblers. Yeah, and our biggest thing with that is going to be... Our biggest item to deal with that is Rune Throne Axes, unless you have defense, where you'd probably use a Dins at that point. In my opinion, people love Crab a little too much. Not great to start your Slayer after 99 combat, sounds excessive. I'm not gonna lie, there has been combat-only accounts who have literally went to like 90s or higher combat stats before starting Slayer. If goal is to rush Cox, would you get Trident or Eye of Iac? Well, how experienced are you with Chambers? Like, have you done Chambers a lot on like a normal account or a normal Iron Man? Because you could pretty easily do normal Chambers on a normal UIM. Yeah, I figured he was talking about normal UIM. You could if you know what you're doing, like if you're learning Chambers, you're gonna want the best gear, essentially, that you can get, that you can put your hands on. But if you know what you're doing, then you can literally do Chambers 0 damage with like a whip, for example, a trident, so on and so forth. You know, like what used to be endgame gear is what is now probably early endgame gear or late mid-game gear, depending on how you look at things. It just really depends on your experience. I mean, at the end of the day, getting better gear is going to be better for your times, and Chambers is still one of those grinds where you're going to be spending, I think is it like 800 hours or something to greenlog? Or not greenlog, but to get all of the uniques? I'm spitballing off the top of my head, so don't take that for fact. Just a lot of wasted XP. 90 all combats is probably fine. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because you also get XP while you're killing the Slayer creatures, of course. So, well, I mean, I started Slayer when I was low combats. You know, I just sort of, I did my thing, is the lowdown of it. I think someone was in 491. I can easily solo with very budget gear. Okay, well, if you're trying to grab a lucky item, lucky purple, maybe Rigor or Augury or something on your UIM, then yeah, you could totally send some budget type gears on the UIM. Would I recommend it for the long term? Probably not, because that's a lot of time lost at the end of the day. But for the short term, totally could work. If you're just trying to get like a lucky purple. Like, I truly feel like the UIM pipeline now is the first raid you aim for is TOA, and then you just blast through that. Because it is arguably the easiest raid. What do I know? I don't even have access to TOA on this account. I gotta save some run. Yeah, when it comes to goals, I essentially just lay out all the things I want to do, and then whatever grabs my interest is what I aim for. Now, in this instance, you know, I'm going to save that because I don't want to spoil it for the video. I was working on something else, and then I realized that Ursine has a big impact at Hueycoatl. If both of these special attacks hit the tail, that saves me a lot of time on the kill. So it's one of these... The Ursine is an item that I want to be using at Huey before I inevitably drop it or get rid of it, right? So I figured, all right, I gotta clock out Huey, and I've now been here for 2 weeks. Maybe 3. I actually should probably test this. I turn on the Twitch alerts, but it's like... It's been so long since I've streamed, I have no clue how to test it. Honestly, it's probably the wrong freaking browser URL. Dashboard.twitch.tv/widgets. Okay, maybe it works. I will click in-game and go over to Twitch and see. Analytics? Community? Alerts. Can I test these? Alert. Follow alert. Copy browser source, rename, duplicate. Twitch, do you have a test button, perchance? Dropping Dan. Overview? Nope. Research? Nope. Okay, well, we hop back to 492. Let's see. Edit stream, clip, raid, manage goals, stream together. See all your events in one place batting. Select crowd control. How do I test this? I'm waiting for my potion to tick down anyways. Twitch test follow alert. You can test to see if it's working by clicking send test alert at the top of the editing view. Alerts? Edit alerts? At the top. Send test alert. Did it work? Yeah, it's very small though. There we go. I don't know. Plug here. To be honest, I don't really care if people follow the stream that much because I'm not going to be streaming an insane amount, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Send another test. I want to line this up. Nice. All right, now Twitch people see that they followed on stream. Enjoy. Smile. What's everyone working on right now? Is anyone starting their brand new combat only account to train on the side while they're playing their other account? Iron Man Pier at Veil Totems for 80 fletching. Okay, okay. How is that, the Veil Totems? I've heard it's pretty good overall. Obviously not the best XP, but they can't really dethrone the dart fletching, right? It's shit. Oh my god. Is it bad? I heard it was pretty good. Like overall, good XP, but what don't you like about it? Is it like just the design of the minigame, or is it how you have to use bows or something? Is it better when you get the fletching knife? Pretty sure that saves you like a tick, right? Per bow. I like to click an AFK. Ah, a fellow AFK lover. I respect it. Same. Yeah, I'm a big fan of AFK. That's why I was sort of sad when I completed all of the champion scrolls on Inquiz, because hunting those was my go-to AFK. Now, of course, AFK is a soft word, I guess. Toss on the prayer, just AFK at lesser demons or something. Glance back every few minutes. Oh. Heckin' misclick. Pardon the background noise that seemingly made it through the noise gate. My window is open. Ooh. Almost glanced. I did glance, but I didn't get punished. You have a D&D session coming up tomorrow. Building a party, pretty juicy lore for your character today. Okay, okay, that's cool. I used to be in a D&D campaign. Good times, good times. Yeah, D&D can be a lot of fun, especially when you have a good DM who can set up a world really well. Scheduling is always the pain. Yeah, I'd probably say so. The D&D that I was in, we were very, very consistent for Sundays. Like, we pretty much all... Sunday was D&D. That was our schedule. And we made it work. I can totally understand that, though. I landed one spec. Unlucky. I'm sorry, but the Ursine Chainmace spec should always hit on the tail. Imagine not hitting. I mean, by default, you have... These tails have -1 flat armor, so you're always dealing 1 damage minimum per hit splat. And I don't understand why that can't just count for the Ursine spec. Makes me sad, because it makes my kill times very inconsistent. Like, in some instances, I'll have like a 10-30, and then in other instances, I'll have like a 12-30. It's crazy. Clicked a bit too quick there. Just skip a hit there. Skip a tick, even. Wow, Adam and ore. That's crazy. A crazy drop. That wasn't too bad. 11-minute kill. Can't complain about that. I think technically I could let 2 of those incompletable hard clues despawn because I have another hard casket on the ground, essentially. But whatever. Fine. An extra, I believe, 4 ticks to pick up and drop it. Because I am slow and not one-ticking them. An herb? Nope. Sorry to any Jekyll wanters. Funny enough, even though Jekyll is a great way to get stams or super restores or whatever on a combat only, I've never used Jekyll like that. Imagine. And we're right back into her. Thank you, truck. Much appreciated. Seems I was a little unlucky on the boost drain. Just use my spec when we get up to Huey. No, the miss. Oh, feels so bad. Feels so bad. Oh, I wasted my opportunity. Ah! Who's hit? Hit. It hit once. Well, better than none. Good timing, good timing. I think I was quick enough for that one. Yep. Bad placement. Unlucky. So what's the plan for after Wand? Do I want to leak that? I'm going back in the wilderness. Yeah, we're going back to Wildy. Use up the Ursine. I want to get the Fangs of Venenatus. Yep, you're correct. Ursine is now just a weapon that, well, after I get the wand from Huey, it will literally have no purpose outside of risking it in the wilderness and inevitably losing it in the wilderness. Items come and items go, you know? It served its purpose well at Fasani, and we give it proper respect that it deserves. And upgrading the Cross is just gonna be nice. It's just free accuracy, free max hit. No. 0. Out of 15,000 charges now, huh? Minus 1,000 ether. Ooh, good song. I think this phase has been longer than usual. Usually I can finish it when my boosts are at around 110, about to tick down. Can't win them all. Adamant bolts unfinished. Yeah, 1230. Ooh, that was a slow one. Rough. We're gonna go like that. I better not be a UIM buying potatoes. Surely not, right? Not a UIM. Surely it kills him. Okay. 2 prayer points. This is game changing. Great. Okay. 60. That's for nerds. AP 60. 10,000 kilobytes per second. Great. Well, I'm glad to see that both streams are where they should be on the quality front. I was sort of afraid with the OBS plugin telling me that I'm not live on Twitch, that I was going to have much more issues than I did today. I did have to update my OBS prior to going live, so I guess that must have fixed the issue. To be fair, I did have to change my YouTube stream key as well. I'm pretty sure they're dynamic per stream you do. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm just so out of date with the streaming that I'm drawing the wrong conclusion. I one-ticked myself. Imagine that. And I missed the spec. Wow. Not optimal. Ah, one tick early. Unlucky. That doesn't help out too much, huh? When you gonna get Inferno? That is a great question. Maybe one day I'll have an answer. Maybe one day. Is it hard on your account? Short answer, yes. I don't remember the hang-ups with it. No ancients, no chins. I can't use a dins, so the only thing I can use to deal with the nibblers is rune throwing axes. 30 defense means pretty much I can't miss a prayer flick, otherwise I'm taking heavy damage. Other than that, skill issue. And maybe nerves too. Definitely nerves too. I have to get comfortable in the Inferno on my main account first. I've thought about it, but it's such an insane idea, insane goal, and it'd take a long time. So for now, I'm just working on some sub goals and trying to figure out what's next for the quote-unquote long term. So dealing nibs is a hang-up? Partially. Partially. I mean, part of it also right now is the fact that I don't really want to do Inferno right now. And I'd want to learn Inferno on my main account first as well. So I'd want to learn the normal way so I can get comfortable in there. And then I'd practice on my main account, but that wouldn't exactly replicate the defense restriction, right? Yeah, and your defense level probably sucks. Yeah, I will take hefty damage with the 30 defense lock. If I miss a prayer, of course. So for now, we are going for the Dragon Hunter wand because it is an upgrade at the Chambers of Zarek, Olm's Mage Hand. Yeah, I definitely will do it on the main first. That would definitely be the plan. No Venibo either, unfortunately. Yep, you are correct. I do have an Eldritch Staff, so that'll be nice for prayer. But, yeah, dealing with the nibs. That's a Rune Throne Axe specialty. Nice, we hit. What's up? Just got Giga Spooned the Mocha Cloth. Congratulations. Hell yeah. How many delves? That's really funny. The cloth's really good, especially if you don't have your shadow yet. Or a shadow, depending on the account type you play. I mean, even so, it is still an upgrade for shadow, but it's even more so an upgrade for the one-handed weapons. I was Giga Spoon Shadow too. Oh, okay, so we're just dealing with a seasoned spoon over here, I see. Congratulations nonetheless. We love the gains. $218 total, 2 7s is my deepest. Oh my god. Yup. Do any normal 807 accounts do the Inferno? We had one combat-only account with an Inferno cape, Skilless Lee. Unfortunately, he was caught in a ban wave, and Jagex are unwilling to unban his account, which is very sad. I don't take Lee to be the type of guy who bots. And why would you bot a unique account? You lose all your progress? Like, bro. Sounds like a cheater? I don't agree that he's a cheater. I've talked with him before, and he really doesn't seem like the type of person who would do that. But now I need to send Inferno. Ooh. All paths lead to Inferno, huh? Is that what I'm getting out of this? I do know that there are other combat-only accounts that are currently working towards the Inferno. I'm not gonna name them because I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3. I think 2 out of the 3 of those are early game-ish, so it's like their long-term goal. There's another guy who spooned a T-bow on a combat-only account, and his goal is eventually Inferno as well. So, in a sense, it's a race for the first Inferno cape for the combat-only account style once again. Unless Lee gets unbanned. It's an interesting challenge because it's within the scope. Yeah, it's possible on the account. It's possible. Just like Quiver. Quiver's also possible. More combat-only accounts have a Quiver than Inferno capes. Especially now. I think there's 4 Quivers and 0 Inferno capes right now. Feel bad for Lee. Cool guy. He should get unbanned. Frickin' Jagex and their false bans. Dang guys. I sort of thought Kahlo needed the quest. You do, in a sense. You need to complete Children of the Sun, but anyone can complete Children of the Sun to get access to Varlamore, right? So yeah, you do need a quest, but it's not any quest of significance. You just need to do the Children of the Sun to get access, like this. Oops. You just have to do that to get access to Varlamore. And then you unlock the bird, and then you can fly over. Even though with that, you won't have the, where's it? Oh, it's finally hidden! The Civitas Illifortis. Nope, that's the watchtower. Where are we? That one. It's partially covered up, but you see, Civitas Illifortis. You need to complete Twilight's Promise. We can only start Twilight's Promise. Show spells you lack. Nope. Armor's cast. Oh, I thought it was like a mid-level quest. Nope, it is just the first one. Thankfully. Because it's been cool to see, oh, congrats. It's been cool to see other combat-only accounts take on the Coliseum. For your information, I've got Call and Inferno done. Okay. We got a gamer over here. I respect the challenging content, for sure. Kahlo's a lot harder for a main, in my opinion, so yeah, sounds like nibs are a hard part about Inferno. Kahlo's a lot harder for a main, in your opinion. Why do you say that? I'm curious. I've done Colo before, really enjoy it. Yeah, I've heard Combat Ent is one of the recently maxed combat-only accounts, and he says he really enjoys Coliseum. Says it's his favorite piece of content in the game. I just think that's cool. I took a break from PVMing to max, and now I'm rusty again. Hey, that happens. Can't really do much about it if you're not flexing the skills. If you don't use them, you lose them, right? And yeah, nibs are definitely, they will be a force to be reckoned with for combat only Inferno. Not really the skills I lost, more the confidence I can even do the content. Hey, at the end of the day, all it really takes is practice, man. Wait, did it tick? It ticked down right as I drank a potion. That is so annoying. It's just got harder. It's just harder. There's a specific wave spawn that's really hard to deal with. And you can get screwed with invos. I mean, isn't that the same thing for Iron Men doing it as well? I don't think any of the mechanics are particularly locked for any account type, are they? You can get screwed with invos. Well, I'm pretty sure that everyone can get screwed with invos. Also, I think it's a lot more reliant on having a mega rare. I mean, perhaps. I've seen Coliseum done without mega rares, and the fact that I think 4 combat only accounts have done it. I think 2 of those completions were with sites. So those are mega rares, obviously. But 2 of them were done without megas. I'm fairly sure, at least. So it's definitely possible without megas. It all just depends on your skill level. If you can do Colo, you can do Inferno. Yeah, it's just like Inferno is so much longer, so you have so many more opportunities to make a mistake, right? Yeah, the endurance of Inferno is what makes me hesitant. I think that's exactly it. The endurance, because you're doing it for so much longer compared to Coliseum. And also note that you can do a Coliseum run, I'm fairly sure, without taking any damage at all. When you're dealing with Inferno, you take damage at the healers. Like once you tag them and they're throwing the fire bombs on the ground. So you can't really... You can avoid damage in a sense there. I'm yapping too much. I'm not focusing on my prayers. You can try to dodge, but you got to stay with the shield. So I imagine a majority of the time the focus is solely on keeping up with the shield rather than dodging the magma balls. Inferno without a mega rare isn't that bad. Colo's just a bit worse without a mega rare. Oh, okay, I see where you're going with that. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, because now we have... The Bof is really good, or pretty good at least for Inferno. I wonder if it's because... Is it because the monster defense is in Colo? That just makes Mega Rares better for them? Yeah, you gotta be trying Inferno cheese with the conflictions now. Oh yeah, just because it lets me use your shadow. Ooh, okay. Even though we have a T-Bow and the duo GIM. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if you have the full mage kit, I'm pretty sure Shadow's pretty darn good. With, like I said, full mage getup. Ancestral, the Conflictions. Eternals, the Occult. And yeah, you can definitely bring the Sang for healing as well. Sang would be good, but we've not started Tob yet. Ooh, okay. Are you guys staying official, GIM? So you guys gonna duo tob, or do you not care about that and just gonna tob with whatever and whoever? We're not besieged. Okay. Just tob with friends. All right, I respect it. Yeah, it's hard enough finding a tob team. Oh, I know that feeling. Well, I just realized I've been camping the wrong prayers. Oh god. None of our friends like no tob, so it's just 4 to 5 learners. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's rough. How about dragon two-handed sword? I would hesitate to use that simply because of how close I'd have to get to the nibblers. Maybe if we let them get to the pillar and then try to D2H spec. Because the goal with dealing with the nibblers is to kill them ASAP, right? So you can just focus on the other thing. Okay, I gotta like do something about my lack of prayer and my forgetfulness to turn off the good ones. What did Lee use for nibblers? Pretty sure rune throne axes. I love your content. The storytelling and editing style is just chef's kiss. Stoked to catch a live. Thank you, funny looking Dave. Much appreciated. I appreciate your viewership. Why did I eat one there? Dang it. I think at a high skill level, you can just deal with off-ticking. So maybe you can be far out. Yeah, but that would also require me to be high skill level. I mean, at that rate, I'd probably have to spend a month in the Inferno at a time where I'm A, feeling into it, and B, building confidence, and C, learning how to properly off-tick them. Because last time I tried Inferno, it was years ago, so I'd be super rusty. I think the deepest I've ever made it in Inferno, when I was just sending runs for fun, was like wave 51 on the main. I'm pretty sure Lee's Inferno, the Zuck fight, is up on YouTube, at least. You might be able to find it if you find his channel. It's Skillless Lee. Skillless Lee. Do Colo on your main, I guarantee you'll feel way better about Inferno. I never got to Zuck before I did Colo. After Colo, I got Inferno in 3 attempts. I can understand how that would build confidence, for sure. Because it's the shorter time commitment getting to the big boss fight, so that can help to an extent. Colo has a lot of cool tricks, too. Yeah, I like a lot of the, I believe it's macro play that develops that content. Oh, I didn't drink. Oh my god. I didn't drink the freaking combat potions. No. Quick. There we go. That spec missed? Question mark? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, jeez. There's some lesser known ways of destacking the waves in Colo, and that was really nice. Okay, okay. I respect it. Hidden tech is always cool, especially when it's discovered. Soul is a hard fight too. Yeah. I think the hardest part I'm going to have when doing the soul fight is memorizing and being able to count the spear and shield attacks. To count which, like, rotation it's on. Like, up front, it's simple. Like, it's simple to think about when you're not doing the fight. But, you know, there's tech to help with that. Okay, okay. Oh, wait, isn't the tech to help with that, like, L-stepping or something? So you, like, always dodge the spear? I think I saw another streamer doing that now that I think about it. L method, yep, okay. So at that rate, all you have to worry about is the shield, then. The shield slams. Since they wouldn't be consistent with the L pattern, I believe? Correct me if I'm wrong. Turn on area sounds, not SFX. Area sounds, okay. And it gives easy audio cues. Well, that's good to know. I love playing with game audio. They look super low, but they're pretty loud in my ears, actually. Toad flaxseed. Wow. Truly game-changing for the account. So all you need to do is move 2 steps back after you hear 2 shield slams back to back. Anything else is an L step. I'd argue that what's the hardest part is parrying the melee attack sequence and maybe unequipping the armor. Yeah, the whole where you have to swap to the armor and click whatever he says in the chat box. Do you ever get tired of being ironic whenever you get a skilling drop in this account? Nope. And it will never get old. I love it. Just a simple drop to the main and we have a blast. Whoa! Blugum Champa. Nice. Can 807s get echo boots? Yes, they can. That guy's pickpocketing, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think one combat only has echo boots, maybe? Thing about those is that we have to do Bandos for the Bandos boots, which is now possible with combat achievements being changed. Then you have to do Grotesque Guardians to get the core to make the whatever those boots are called, the Black Tourmaline core plus the Guardian boots, and then you have to get the Echo Crystal from Colosseum, which then obviously creates the Echo boots. Echo boots are goated, spider boots. I have spider boots because I can wear them. The Echo boots have a 70 defense requirement, I'm pretty sure. Are they going to be here? 75 defense. That is the issue with that one, for me at least. For normal combat ollies, that'd be great for them. Oh, you're right, defense level. Yep. That that seems to be a common occurrence with my account when considering things. Yeah, we'll go now. Why wait? Really sucks you can't POH store your stuff. Well, I know for Inferno, Inferno's a safe death, so I can make use of death storage for Inferno, if I ever go for that. I will preface it with that, because that would be an insane goal. Hollow you cannot, though, so I'd have to prioritize my inventory space. And obviously, UIMs have done Hollow before. And Comet only counts, of course. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the only combats who've done the Coliseum are normal Iron Men. There's no skill bro. There's Dongy Bong, Combat Ent, and Melee Andy. I'm pretty sure those are the four who have quivers right now. Kalo's famous for deleting GP. Well, fun fact, with Ultimate Iron Man, our stuff would just be dropped to the ground outside of the instance, so I don't think it's a money issue for UIM. More of a time issue for us, because we'd have to, well, go to Varrock, and then... It's a time sink rather than a money sink for UIM. I have a full spec. I should probably use it. Holy loss of ticks! Trying to move my chair forward so I can get better posture, and it's making noises, so pardon that. Scythe might also be a nibbler solution, but kind of bad. Yeah, because Scythe you'd have to... it all depends on how the nibblers spawn, right? Because if they spawn in a line, then that's perfect in a sense, but then they're moving. So you'd have to be in the perfect spot at the perfect angle, the perfect tile to get a good swing on them. Rune Throne axes seem like the best, and it's not a big deal to wait for spec. Exactly. So, in my opinion, the way that I'm thinking about it, it would be Rune Throwing Axe specs at the start of the wave, and then deal with the hardest part of the wave to obviously get monsters behind the pillar, and then it'd be Eldritch spec to recover prayer. I want a spec. I probably should. Okay. Poor prioritization of things. There we go. We're fixed. I only wasted one ether. Unfortunately, you don't have a good way of healing HP. Well, I have a Sang, so the Sang could be used hypothetically to heal, but that is a very expensive item to be healing with. Around 2,000 coins per cast for me. I think Sang is an obvious bring, but it's obviously not a guarantee of healing, right? Expensive and risky, exactly, since it's not guaranteed. I clicked too fast. But yeah, with some practice, you can 100% do it on that account. I think. 100% being a certainty, and I think being a probability. Something doesn't line up here. I've always believed that I can do anything I put my mind to, but that's a bit of a cliche in a sense, right? All I know is that right now it'd be a massive time sink, and that's not necessarily something I want to focus on for the time being, you know? But hopefully in the future there'll be other comment-only accounts, and seemingly, at least from what I've heard, there will be people moving towards Inferno. Hopefully we'll see an emergence of more comment-onlys with Inferno capes. I think that'd be cool. Yay, we hit. Oh my god, that's such a nice breeze coming in the window right now. Holy moly. Hit? No! That's so sad. No, 0. Pain. I think I turned my prayer off one tick early and I still got lucky with a 0. Oh, I'm late. Ooh, unlucky. All right, and the drop will be... This drop's gonna be groundbreaking, all right? Groundbreakingly bad is what I meant. Alrighty, let me do that. All right, everybody. I would like to thank you for joining me today. We streamed for just a little under 2 hours, which is what I was aiming for. Thought it'd be a sweet little stream to toss out today. I am hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some lunch. And yeah, that's that. So if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like down below. And yeah, look out for videos in the future. I appreciate the viewership. I appreciate you checking out the videos. Thanks for the doom luck. You're welcome. Definitely because you were watching the stream today. You caught the rare stream, so you got the rare drop. There we go. That's how it works out. All right, friends. I will hopefully have a video up soon. Don't really hold me to that. I'm working on the early game combat only guide update, but as I said earlier in the stream, the Slayer update changed things, and I need to wait to hear about if metal dragons are intended to be assigned without Dragon Slayer 1 started, because that will severely impact the Slayer list, so look forward to that. It will be coming in the future. So yeah, thanks again. And from me to you, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Later, Gears.